Tiger Woods' accomplishments on the course got him into the Golf Hall of Fame. In his career, the American has won 15 major championships. Will he win one more before he hangs up his cleats? Woods is now 46 years old, so he is running out of chances to win more majors and catch up to Jack Nicklaus, who holds the record. Right now, he is 3 major wins behind Nicklaus on the list of all-time winners. Will he get back to winning despite the many health problems he has to deal with all the time? Has Tiger Woods showed us that he can win again? It seems a little silly that we're asking this question again so soon after he did 2 hit and giggle events, one under the lights and one with his 13-year-old son, after Tiger pulled out of his own tournament in November with plantar fasciitis in his right foot, which was hurt so badly in last year's accident that amputation was on the table. We gave up on him. It seemed like more proof that, after decades of doing amazing things, he was no longer able to do simple things. He gets us to come back though, as not much is needed. One raking hook in a skills challenge should be enough, since he does things like this even though he hasn't touched a club and is in a lot of pain in his right foot, plus his back is fused and he has other body problems. Then he and his son won the first round of the PNC in '59 by dancing a waltz. Yes, he was in a cart and on a course with more than enough fairways and pins, but he's still doing it. He's still hitting the shots he wants to hit, and he still has the length and short game skills he's been able to use for most of his career. A short iron shot into a par 5 was a shot that made his caddy, Joe LaCava, very happy. It was just an 8-iron, but it was a beautiful shot because he had to hit it hard and draw it, his partner said. He drove it well, and mostly the same way every time. There's enough space. A few went past JT, but that's not what we're looking for. All you have to do is hit it hard. For me, it's more important to hit the shot he's trying to hit. Sit up there and hit a high cut, and that's what he's doing. If he's making the shot he wants to make, I'm fine with that. We should listen to these people instead of scrolling through Twitter and making our own generalizations. We've never played golf professionally, so we don't know what it takes to win a major. We can put our fingers in the air and try to guess what's going on, but when people like LaCava start making positive noises, we should pay attention. Even Padraig and Justin Thomas gave their take on Woods' situation. 3 majors have been won by Padraig Harrington. He has played with Woods for a lot of his career, so he knows what it takes to win against players 25 years younger than him and with ball speeds that most of us can only dream of. Even after seeing 10 holes of the match, the Irishman, who is one of the best thinkers in the game, still thinks Tiger will win again. You could never get rid of Tiger, but he might be in a better place than I thought. What makes a golfer is how good they are at the game and how tough they are. Most of the time, you either get someone who is very talented but not very tough, or someone who is very tough but not very talented. Tiger has had both of these his whole career, which is very rare, so I'd never have any doubts. The little bit of extra speed will help him because after the first 63 holes, who would want to be coming down the stretch against Tiger? At that point, you know that he can do anything. I think he has a better chance of making it through the last 9 holes. Last year, Justin Thomas's average distance off the tee was 314 yards, which made him the 14th longest driver on the PGA Tour. On Sunday, after Woods hit his friend's ball far past him, he put a note next to it. The note said, "You've got mail," which means it had been sent by air. They practice together often, and Thomas said that Woods is now, just before his 47th birthday, longer off the tee than he is. We've hit balls together at home, and I wasn't kidding when I said that when he's feeling good, he can hit a driver farther than I can. I might be able to hit it farther than him if I try really hard, but right now, he's doing it more often than I am. Next, Charlie, Woods' son, had some kind words about his father. Woods probably plays golf with his son Charlie as much as with anyone else these days. Since he was speaking from the heart, his summary of his dad was just as glowing. I thought I knew what he was capable of, but his game on Saturday was the best he's played in a long time, which surprised me a little bit. We know that Tiger has planned out the 4 majors and maybe 1 or 2 more for 2023, and we also know that he won't use a cart for any of them. Given everything he's been through over the years, he's the athlete about whom it's easiest to get excited, but there are now real signs of hope. My back was operated on my first year. I played with a broken leg last year, so nothing was broken this year, but it's good that everything is back in place. Now that I've been able to do so many good things physically, I can really recover, get better, and move forward. But I haven't been able to get from point A to point B, and we're going to work on that. I can still compete with these kids if I can do that. It would be nice to win on the PGA Tour, but I'd also like to win a big tournament. In other news, Jordan Spieth on the joy of trash-talking Tiger Woods. It is one of the oddest things to witness in the world of sports, to see Tiger Woods just standing there as his competitors are being announced as champions. The 7th iteration of the match was recently won by longtime friends Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas, who defeated Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy by a significant margin. The winner, a 15 major championships stood with his arms crossed and observed as the winners were presented with bracelets as a symbol of their achievement. Spieth was subjected to a barrage of obscenities at Florida's Pelican Club throughout the night of December 10th, but he managed to keep at least one shot in the chamber. Spieth made fun of him by saying, "The thrill of getting this isn't as much fun as standing here with Tiger, who is so furious that he has to stand here for this." The collected look that had been on Woods' face snapped, and the 46-year-old man's face broke into a broad smile. After that, he gave a head shake. Spieth was aware that the disparity between Woods and the three other great golfers who were standing next to him was significant because Woods had won 6 more majors and 31 more PGA titles than the three other golfers combined. The golfer from Dallas claimed that the presence of this gap was the factor that contributed to the overall sense of satisfaction associated with the final shot. Spieth stated to CNN that he's in such a strong position that he doesn't really require a justification to defend himself. If he laughs, then he must be angry. He's basically saying, "Okay, kid, go home." That was the message that smile conveyed to me, and I saw it as a sarcastic comment. He is the kind of person you would never anticipate to hang around and have to see someone else emerge victorious, because for one, he didn't come in last very often, and for two, when he did, I'm sure he was quite far away from wherever the awards ceremony was being held. Finally, the Dream Team. As usual, the back and forth between the players with microphones and the commentators added to the friendly, competitive atmosphere of the event, which raised money for Florida relief efforts after Hurricane Ian in October. At times, the constant back and forth between Thomas and NBA legend Charles Barkley overshadowed the golf itself. This was a role reversal that Spieth was excited to take on at first. Spieth said, "I was very nervous to start because it was a new role and we had to entertain. It was kind of like nervous excitement. I was really excited to get going, but I didn't know what to expect. We've all had pretty good relationships with the other three of us, and I think that bringing out a lot of people and a lot of interest really helped us get comfortable. And based on their history together, Spieth is more at ease with Thomas than anyone else." In September, the two longtime friends became only the third pair in history to go undefeated through the first 4 rounds of the President's Cup. Their perfect 5-0-0 run gave them an 8-2-0 record across both the President's Cup and the Ryder Cup. Spieth's win at the match topped off a good year for him and showed that he is back to his best form. After winning 3 major tournaments in his first 4 years on the tour, the former world number 1 dropped out of the top 50 for the first time since his historic rookie season in 2020. Last year, Spieth won his first trophy in 1,351 days and came in second place at the Open. Since then, he has gone from strength to strength, winning his 13th tour title in April and dominating the President's Cup to move back into the top 15 in the world. Spieth thinks that working on the mechanics of his swing to the detriment of his putting and chipping, but now that he has found balance, he is optimistic about getting the consistency he needs to reach his high goal, which is to be in the running for at least half of the season's majors. Well, that's all for today. Will Woods get back to winning form? Comment below to let us know. Make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing content.